Elizondo, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. So, Imminent tells the story of your courageous fight to make public what the government knows and doesn't know about UAPs. What made you want to write about this?
Yeah, well, I wanted to be able to tell the American public my experiences and what the government has been doing for a very long time, not just when I was in the program, but for decades, about the government's interest in UFOs, or now what we call UAP. You're absolutely right, Unidentified Anomalous Phenomenon. The fact is, they're real, and they are a national security issue for this country.
And it's so interesting because many, many years ago, I worked at the Pentagon for ABC, and I remember getting a tour of some of the hallways, and somebody said, oh, that's where they study UFOs, UAPs, but it's top secret. Like, that's all they would say. So there's this secrecy approach to all of this, right? You write in your book, while there are valid reasons for secrecy around some aspects of UAPs, I do not think humanity should be kept in the dark about the fundamental fact that we are not the only intelligent life in the universe. So why do you think the United States government and other major governments have taken a secrecy approach to UAPs?
Sure. I think if we look at this temporally speaking, the U.S. government, when we started really looking at this, was at the height of the Cold War. And you had this contentious relationship at best with then Soviet Union. And what we didn't want to do was necessarily tip our hand to any information perhaps that we've gleaned from UAP or UFOs, and certainly perhaps any information gaps or maybe information that we don't know about the UFOs. So that's one reason. And then I think the other reason is that governments inherently are responsible for ensuring the protection of their people, of their citizens.
So Lou, for those who may be skeptical and are thinking, nope, there's no such thing as UFOs, it's non-existent, you're here to tell us that there is fact and research that they do exist.
Let's not forget, Stephanie, that we've had already a former director of national intelligence, a former director of the CIA, and even a former president of the United States all come out on the record and say, yeah, it looks like these things are real. Our very best, most sophisticated technology is picking these things up. We also have eyewitness testimony from our trained observers, our combat pilots, and then you've also got the radar data, all basically substantiating the same event at the same time, at the same place, under the same circumstances.
And so much technology that's been analyzed and researched. Now, let's talk about your own personal experience. You mentioned in this book that UAPs have appeared both in and around your home. How did these personal experiences influence your views on UAP, and what exactly did you see?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, let me preface, we're not sure if they are actually UAP related. What we do know is that a lot of people that were in the program that I was in also had very similar encounters while they were in the program. So not before and not after, but during the time that we were researching these UAP. And from our experience, when I say ours, I mean my family's and even our neighbors witnessed some of these, are these luminous green balls of light, very diffuse in nature, no hard edges, that would just seem to kind of peruse the house and go down the hall and go through a wall. I know it sounds rather bizarre. And look, there are absolutely possible natural explanations, right? You could say ball lightning or St. Elmo's fire or some sort of plasma static charge in the air. But the bottom line is it was very bizarre. It was witnessed by not only my family, but again, neighbors and other individuals who are part of our effort in the government also experienced very, very similar encounters at their residences.
Absolutely fascinating. Thank you so much, Lou, for sharing your experience and for documenting what you know and what you think we should all know in your book, Imminent: Inside the Pentagon's Hunt for UFOs, which is available now to purchase. Thanks, Lou.
My honor and privilege. Thank you.